Welcome, everybody, to the Mullins Over Music podcast. I'm your host, as always, Austin. At least I hope so. If there's a different host, that means I've made millions. Uh, so, sponsors, hit me up. You know where I'm at. But I have a special guest with me today from These Severed Hands. I'm gonna let her introduce herself to you, and she's gonna give us a fun fact.
I'm gonna give a fun fact.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Fun fact. That's
I
this question.
am Leslie. I am these severed hands right now, although I do work with an audio engineer, lights out studio. Um, and a fun fact is that I can crack pretty much every joint in my body.
That sounds great and awful at the same time.
Let me see. I don't.
My brother does that all the time. I go, I'm gonna beat
I've
you.
done it since I was a kid. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always developed as a kid type of thing, and then
Yeah.
just continues,
Yep. It's
and
definitely a habit.
it hurts. He'll be right behind you, like in your ear, and he'll go. I'm like, oh my gosh, why did you do that right in my ear? I get him back in other ways though, so it's okay.
It's good.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Of course. Thank you for
Great to
having me.
have you.
It
Now,
is great to be here. This is my first interview, actually, so
well, congratulations. You picked the best one.
I think I did. Well,
Well,
the best one picked me.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we have to start off the podcast with, I mean, we already did the fun fact. Now we have to do the next second question of all my podcasts, and that's the funny question or quirky question, interesting question, whatever you want to call it. So, thanks to Women's Health Magazine.com for this. Don't know why I shouted you out. Um, but this question is, would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands?
Hands for feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
there.
I mean, with feet for hands, it's not really conducive to making music, but with hands for feet, I could play an extra instrument.
That is true. That is
Yeah, so
very true. Well, I got one more funny question for you. Do you drink soup or eat soup?
I feel like you can do both. You can eat it with a spoon. You can like drink it out of a bowl.
Okay. Okay. A versatile answer. I like it. Well, let's get into some of these music questions because it's what people come here for, and then they usually don't get it. But that's okay. Let's start with take me back as far as you can go. We're setting up your superhero These Severed Hands origin story.
My villain origin story.
Yeah. If it's
Uh,
gonna become a movie and this was the origin story for your for you as the musical music superhero. I don't know. Start from the beginning, tell us when you got into music, how you got uh what you grew up listening to. Um just bring us from as far back as you want to go to right now on this podcast.
sure. My earliest musical memory is actually, I'm gonna go back even a little bit earlier than that, just because I think it's a little bit interesting because I think I like exist a little bit because of music. My dad was a professional saxophone player. He played on cruise ships,
Oh, that's
and my
cool.
mom was she's from Colombia, and she's actually the first person from her family to go to college. And she graduated. My abuelita, my grandma, took her on a cruise, And it just so happened my dad was playing sax on that cruise ship, so my mom entered a dance competition there. And at that time in the 80s, they would just have whoever that was like on the ship that was free judge competitions and stuff. They didn't have like an activities coordinator in that way. And so the musicians were judging it, and my dad had said he saw her when she first got on the ship, and so magically they won. My mom and always won the dance competition, and that's how my parents met. And because of that, partially because of that, partially because my mom was a teacher, early childhood education, they were like, we're gonna put our kids in music lessons as early as possible. So both my brother and I got put in piano when we were very little. My earliest musical memory was when I was 5. I was wearing like a sheet over my head. It was Halloween time, and I was writing a ghost song. I was probably just like banging on the piano and wailing. From there, I continued to play piano, classical piano. And at that time, the only music I was allowed to listen to was Christian music, nothing secular, nothing non-Christian. In my early teens, I started to kind of get into more like Paramore, like 2000s kind of pop punk music. And from there, I got into like post-hardcore and emo music. And at a certain point, I really wanted to tell my parents, my mom, that I was listening to this kind of music. I was terrified. My brother helped me write out a long thing to tell her. I distinctly remember trying to tell her at the mall. She was not impressed at all, especially how the type of music that it was. A battle ensued, but eventually, I got her kind of on board with the help of a psychologist, and I was allowed to listen to Christian metalcore and stuff like that. And
We're talking here like Under Oath and stuff like that.
yeah, Devil Wears Prada, stuff like that. And actually, what was at the gate? I know you interviewed the vocalist.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to start a band. Like, I really want to make this kind of music. I was very angsty teen, was doing a lot of screaming already, different kind of screaming, but um, I just really wanted to start a band. And so my dad learned bass. I played very, very, very basic power chords and dropped the guitar and sang and screamed. And we kind of had a couple of drummers come and go. And so we did that through my high school years. Then I started making, when I was like 19, 20, I started making kind of like sad SoundCloud music. That was kind of big when I was that age. And then I kind of stopped doing that because I just wasn't really in that headspace anymore. Probably around the time I was 22-ish. And then for a long time, I actually didn't really listen to any like post-hardcore or any heavyish music. But my fiance, I kept one band shirt. It was for Pierce the Veil, which I know, whatever. Um,
Good choice.
all these, yeah, I love Pierce the Veil. They're actually one of my favorite bands. I saw them when I was 15. That was one of the few like non-Christian bands I was really able to sneak in just because some of the song titles and like stuff were in Spanish and my mom was like, "Oh, besitos, like little kisses." And I was like, "Yeah." Um
Job.
so my dad actually took me to see them when I was 15 and I kept the shirt from that concert and they came to Atlanta, and so my fiance took me to see them this year because I still have that shirt. So he kind of knew like I obviously like liked them and would play them in the car and stuff, and kind of got me back into this kind of music because he's really into like hardcore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after seeing them, I was like, I just really want to make music again. Before I saw them, I had been feeling um kind of sadness about not making music anymore because I feel like it's something that's been a pervasive theme throughout my entire life.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like in a couple of the songs off the EP, you can kind of really hear me talking about themes of like longing for a past version of myself and stuff like that. And I had written some of those lyrics before I decided to start making music again. I just had them like in the notes app on my phone. And I saw them and we saw them. And I was like, I just really, really, really feel like I am doing myself a disservice by not trying one more time now that I'm, stable and in a better place in life.
Yeah,
So here we are.
awesome. And by the way, the EP is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Which one was my favorite again? I figured I would tell you my favorite.
Okay.
Um, Dropbox. I'm like, where'd this come from? Dropbox.
Yes, Dropbox.
That one, that one. Carcass is my favorite.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was I can never remember. I kind of wrote them like side by side, hemoglobin and carcass. They were the first two I wrote back. So
I like
one of
them,
the first two songs. Thank you. I appreciate that.
of course. Well, our next question. We got to know all the instruments you play.
The only instrument I can really play is piano. Um, and as you know, I did teach piano for a little while.
Yeah,
Um, I can play power chords and drop the guitar.
I
That's it.
consider that being able to play it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of cheating. I say I can. I say if someone asks if I can play, I say not really. I can make sound come out.
That's important.
That is important. I guess that's the first step. I tried to play drums when I was a teenager. It went okay. It went okay, but I'm just not really. It's not really my thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I don't like playing drums when I break my toes, which I
Yeah.
tend to do a lot.
Yeah. Do you play? Are you a drummer?
So, yes and no. I play guitar mostly.
Okay.
Hence why I have my nice new seven string that I haven't shown off to anybody.
Let's
Um,
see it.
I can't either.
Okay.
But nope, it's not going anywhere. It's stuck.
No, that's real. That's very real.
It got stuck on the mic stand.
That happens to me all the time. I got this like really cheap mic stand and it's for like unless it's positioned correctly, it like flops over. So I'm constantly like fighting it.
Sounds
It's
about right.
like, yeah, it's like not heavy enough at the bottom.
That's always crazy that they make mic stands like that.
I know, and it's like a what are they called? Gooseneck or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah,
So
Gooseneck.
like yeah, yeah, yeah. So it should be heavy at the bottom.
No, they tend to skip out on that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like you just have to figure out you have to become a physicist to make this work properly. An engineer.
And of course, they don't make the mics light enough to support.
No, 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 no. Of course this mic is like probably 5 pounds.
Yeah,
That's an exaggeration, but it's almost
I,
as
I
heavy as the mic stand. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was about 5 pounds.
At least three, I think.
They're very most mics are dense.
Yeah, it is.
Like you could knock somebody out with them things.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Well, of course, I gotta ask about the EP itself.
Okay.
Walk me through. We'll go track by track. We'll start with the first one.
Okay.
Hold on, I got you. The irony of two vegan 20 somethings creating roadkill with their 2022 Nissan Leaf,
I
which
had to give a little nod to emo song titling for this.
it's okay.
Ridiculously long and overly descriptive. Um, so this song it's an intro track.
Yeah,
It is the first song and the second song, as they are supposed to play gaplessly, depending on what you listen to it on, you may or may not have success with that.
I tried my best, but I still ended up with a gap in between,
It's
because it would have to load. I was like,
yeah,
you quit
yeah,
that? I downloaded you.
yeah. No, I feel it. Yeah,
When it
I was
comes out, it'll
battling
be
with that.
better.
I hope so. I tried to talk to the distributor about it and they were like not super helpful. So I was like, okay, I'll just see what happens.
Call them out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, no, no. They all suck. They all suck. That's what I've learned from
Yeah.
doing a lot of research. Yeah. Um, but they were inspired, the first two tracks were inspired by a car crash that my fiance and I got into. Um, and it was right when I had first really started working on this EP. I don't think I had a single song finished yet, completely, like gone through with like the sound engineer and everything. Yeah, no, I hadn't. I had
Were you
no songs
driving?
completely finished at
Were
this
you
point.
driving a
No, no, no,
Nissan
no.
Leaf?
My fiance was driving, and we kind of live in the
Driving?
middle of no. What?
Was he driving a Nissan Leaf?
He was driving a Nissan Leaf. Yes,
Oh no, no, not the Leaf.
we have an Aria now, so it's okay.
Okay, I
Um,
respect that.
so we were driving home and listening to Fierce Sale, actually, ironically. And uh, yeah, a deer just kind of jumped out of nowhere, which obviously they do, and it is possible to stop, but this one legitimately came out of like nowhere, nowhere.
Yeah,
And yeah, we got into a wreck with it. It totaled the car, the airbags deployed and stuff, and obviously the deer died. Um,
so
so yeah, so that's like the car crash in that, and then a lot of the lyrics in the second song, Vines and Vultures, and kind of a little bit more about that song is about always hearing music in your head, like especially as someone that writes music, even when I wasn't making music, it's something that I hear a lot in my head is even just silly little songs about my dogs and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what it's about, and I feel like it's to kind of set the tone about the whole EP kind of being like conceptual.
I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. It
Thank
does set
you.
up the whole EP really nicely.
Thank you. I agree. I appreciate that. I agree with.
Also,
No, I
while
was trying to say I appreciate that.
also while it sucks that you were in a car accident, at least it was a Nissan Leaf, and now you got a better car.
This is true. This is true.
I'm gonna be honest, every Leaf that I've driven, nah, I'm not about it.
Really, I don't think it was I don't think there's really it wasn't that bad. It was the main reason we got it was because it was an EV.
Yeah,
And
I have
yeah,
a hatred for Nissan in general
for real.
because I had a Nissan Rogue and I hit an elk with it and totaled the car. So
Oh,
yeah, so they're very animal prone.
yeah, they attract them. I don't know. They have a scent.
Uh, they must, or the color or something. It
Yeah,
the animal magnet.
yeah, yeah.
Well, of course, we have to talk about the next track, The Contortionist, which is
Yes.
a cool name.
Thank you. Thank
Reminds
you.
me of The Contortionist, the band.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, sorry, just
You're good.
technically Vines and Vultures is the second one. Do you want to go
Oh
to
yeah, I mean the
now
third.
that we talked about that? Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, sorry,
Well,
sorry. I just want to make sure that I don't know if Dropbox sends things in the right order. The
it's
Contortionist
yeah, you got it.
it sorry. I'm
You're good. You're good.
so the Contortionist was maybe me being like a little bit angsty, as an angsty teenager, as an adult. While I was working on the EP, once Hemoglobin was finished, I decided to go ahead and put it and Vines and Vultures out once it was finished so that I had something out. Because people were like, "Where can I listen?" And I was like, "You can't." But
You
um,
can't suck
yeah,
it.
you can't. Sorry, I'm just kidding. So I went with my fiance on a work trip to California, which we were actually about to move out there. But this trip I was able to go on him with, and we filmed the music video for Hemoglobin out there, um, at an abandoned Air Force base.
That
And yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and we definitely got extreme asbestos exposure. And then we I took like stills from the music video, and there was this one that I used for the album art for Hemoglobin. I was like, this is so sick. I'm gonna make this like my profile picture on everything for, consistency.
Of course.
And TikTok and SoundCloud took it down and were like, it's too graphic.
Wow.
And
TikTok.
that really upset. Well, I was really upset because I was like, it's not that graphic compared. I went and looked at like other like FX makeup that's like on the apps, and I was like, I don't understand how these got through and like this didn't. I ended up deciding it was because of the blood bag, which is literally just like fake blood and water in a bag.
Yep.
Um,
That's
I
probably
just
what it
Yeah,
was.
I decided they probably thought that was like too much or whatever. So I was just like upset by that, and it kind of reminded me of other situations over my lifetime where I've been asked to cover things up or, make myself smaller. Um, so to like make to be palatable to other people, to make like other people comfortable
Yeah.
in ways that I don't necessarily feel like are actually harming anybody, like the things I'm doing. Um, so that's kind of what inspired that. It's just that feeling of having to do that, and then also something I feel like most creatives can probably relate to, having to package yourself for social media, like having to make yourself a product to
Yeah.
get people to engage with your art.
That sounds about right. That is the
Yeah.
definition of social media at this point.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Music is nothing but a product at this point. It's
Yeah. That's
which is
unfortunately true.
dumb.
I agree 100%.
And this is why everybody should listen to me. I think it's
I
dumb.
agree. I agree.
Well, moving on to track number 4, Carcass, my favorite. It's,
Thank you. Yeah, Carcass was, like I said, I wrote that kind of like side by side with Hemoglobin. So first, second song I wrote back. And the lyrics are like longing for a memory of a version of me I can never be again. Those were all lyrics that I wrote before I decided to start making music again. And I was just really kind of twofold. I was really missing making music and engaging in that part of myself. And I have spent a lot of time in therapy. I'm sober. Like, I've put a lot of work into myself over the years. And even with that being done, I think there's always like a part of you that not necessarily misses, but is used to that past version of yourself that is unwell being there, and it can be hard to move on from that and let go.
that's fair.
Yeah,
I like that. I think that song will speak to a lot of people.
thank you. I hope so.
And then, of course, we gotta finish with the last song, Chemo Goblin. No, I'm just when I read it, I accidentally read it as Hemogoblin, and I was like, that can't be right. Hemoglobin. Okay. And then, funny
Is
enough,
it?
yesterday I heard somebody say hemoglobin, and I was like, that's not right. What show is this? And it was like Grey's Anatomy or something, and I was like, that's who says that?
That's funny. The producer I work with and I have like a hemoglobin cinematic universe going on because he actually
Okay.
made a Nightcore version of it, which I'm going to release in October, and
Heck
then
yeah.
was playing around with a chopped and screwed version. And so I was getting like these pictures of emo SpongeBob for like regular hemoglobin, and then we had the like SpongeBob floating with the
Yeah.
like iPod meme for the Nightcore version, and then I don't remember what the chopped and screwed one was. I think it was, I don't know, it was another SpongeBob, and so it was a Hemo Bobbin
Hemoglobin.
cinematic
I love it.
um so this song is I am autistic. I was late diagnosed as an adult, and this song is very much about that journey and up to that point in my life, kind of feeling like I was on a stage all the time, kind of like performing. And that's something that a lot of autistic people relate to and understand that, especially when you don't know, scripting is like a very common part of being autistic. And when you don't know that's what you're doing, you assume everyone else is doing it. And it does really make you feel like you're an actor. Everyone else is an actor, but they have the script and you do not have the script. You're like kind of having to like flounder around to try to figure it out and fit into
That makes sense to me.
society.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I totally understand that.
yeah.
Cool. Well, all of these songs are straight bangers,
Thank you. I appreciate
front to
that.
back, which is how I like to listen to all my music front to back. Um,
Me too.
my wife hates it. She goes, um, she's like, why do we have to listen to the whole record? I was like, because the whole record came out. She's like, but we already listened to all the singles before. I'm like, but it's how it was intended. And she's like,
Yeah. No,
so
I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that 100%.
I made her listen to the whole 3 Days Grace album
Real.
came out. I was like, you gotta listen to this with me. She was like, fine. She did enjoy the record. Just
That's good. That's good.
yeah. But she did not enjoy listening to it front to back, which is
I
fair.
do. I like to listen to music front and back too. I think a lot of times albums tell a story. Maybe not always, but even if it's not like a narrative, um, even just a story of like the members in it and kind of how their style. I feel like you're constantly evolving as a musician, so how your style changes over each track or your skill level, however you
Yeah.
wanna.
Of
Yeah.
Well, of course, we got to ask about the recording process. How'd you go about recording and doing all that stuff? I gotta hear.
So I record everything into Logic on my MacBook Air, and I have my trusty mic that I actually had since my sad SoundCloud days. It's an AKG P127,
Oh,
no
it's
P120. It is an AKG, and I just got this beautiful pop filter, which my audio engineer was definitely audibly sighing from relief when I that finally appeared in some of my videos. And then I have a audio box that
okay.
I run it into, and then I run everything into my MacBook, and I use Logic to
The best.
write MIDI. Yeah, I use it. Yeah, I use it to write kind of like a rough draft demo version. Um, I use MIDI for everything and record my vocals in, and then I send all of the stems to my audio engineer, who retracks everything. And the biggest thing that like 100% gets changed is the rhythm guitar because I don't know what I'm doing. So he asked me one time, he was like, "Do you play guitar?" And I was like, "No, just piano." And he was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." And I was like, "Is it that obvious from how the chords are written that I only know piano shaped guitar?" So yeah, he definitely changes all that. A lot of the lead lines I write, he keeps, but he like kind of re-records it all with actual guitar.
Yeah,
And yeah, and he beefs up the drums a lot because my drums tend to be a little basic. Um,
understandable.
so, yeah, some of them he changes, like adds things that really change things for the better a lot. Like for example,
Yeah.
Hemoglobin, he added the keyboard that's in the verses and removed this messy acoustic guitar I had, or I don't remember if it was acoustic there. And then on Carcass, he wrote all of the like acoustic guitar because what I had was also a disaster there. And then he mixes and masters everything, makes it sound good, and sends it back to me.
Heck yeah.
So it sounds good because of my audio engineer, basically. Long story short. It's very authentic early 2000s post-hardcore without him.
Oh yeah. It's definitely got the cleanliness too. Mad respect to audio engineers. I know what it's.
Yeah,
I have a
I'm not
degree
good.
in that.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. I'm not good at mixing, or I'm really, really bad at it. So
It's okay. I sometimes feel like I'm bad at it too.
I know I'm bad at it. Every single time I would post my demos, people would be like, the mix," or people would just say it's ass because they can't differentiate like an ass song from like a bad mix. So,
Yeah.
but I'm
Hey,
okay with that. I'm actually I'm confident in that not being one of my skill sets. I'm okay with that.
that's understandable.
Yeah, I'm good
I
at
mean,
songwriting. So,
I will say though, some of the best songs have terrible mixes.
yeah, yeah, it definitely adds character to
Yeah.
some of it. Yeah.
I mean, you got to think Saint Anger probably would have been one of Metallica's best albums if they had just gotten a different drummer. No, I'm just uh replaced some of the sounds and had a better mix.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true, especially when you want to appeal to as many people as possible. A lot of people, especially now, because people are used to a baseline of really high quality um
Yeah.
songs at their fingertips, you have to have a pretty good,
Yeah.
at least decent mix
Yeah.
to for most people to be willing to listen to it now.
It, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right, right, right. But decent at least, yeah.
Yeah. You at least got to have a little bit of clarity. I know there's one
Hmm.
I man, I can't remember what the name of the band was, but I found them. I think it was Craig Reynolds from Stray from the Path, his podcast. I think I found it through him. And I'm like, this is a great record, but the mix is terrible.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's
it
a
was
killer.
also a death metal record, so I couldn't
Yeah,
blame him that much.
right.
If you're going classic death metal, you just go out to the woods with a cassette tape and record, off in the distance somewhere.
Authenticity.
Yeah. And then you take the VHS camcorder and have everybody stand in the middle of the woods with the winter and the bad, makeup and everything.
Yeah,
Gotta make it authentic.
yes, yes. There's a little bit of a revival for more like authentic heavy music right now from the
Yeah.
kids, the kids these days.
Kids these days and their newfangled technology.
No, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of like hunger for like MySpace era
Yeah.
music and quality. The kids have been getting into that.
It's making its comeback.
It is,
But
yeah.
everything's cyclical.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
It doesn't surprise me that it's coming back. Yeah.
I mean, parachute pants came back for a little bit. If those can come back, anything can come back.
Anything, yeah, that's true.
And they still look terrible.
Yeah. I've never actually put them on, but I don't feel like they can be that comfortable either. I just feel like it would be irritating.
That and leather pants.
Yeah, leather pants are not comfortable. I can attest to that.
My buddy Brandon from the band Across Five Aprils, he
Mhm.
said one of the tours he bought leather pants for it, wore it for one show, and
Yeah,
he said they were actually fairly comfortable, but he looked at
really.
photos and never wore them again. He said those look awful.
I had a pleather pair as a teenager, and they just I think probably because they were pleather and not leather, the stretch is
Yeah.
different. Um, they were not comfortable, and then at a certain point they started peeling, so it was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, pleather is something.
Down with the leather and pleather pants. They will make a comeback though, unfortunately.
They will, 100%, 100%.
So we have to talk about the favorite song and least favorite song you've written. Now, When I say least favorite song, it doesn't mean you dislike it. It just means out of the songs, it's like that's my least favorite. You have a ranking. You're like this one's at the
I
top.
gotcha.
At the
Yeah. I would say right now, um, The Contortionist is probably my favorite. Probably partially recency bias because it was the last one I wrote,
of course.
for the EP, but I I don't know. I just like that one. I like the kind of like middle bridge, whatever you want to call it, part
Yeah,
that's talking. I feel like it ties nicely into my like concept with the circus.
yeah.
Um, Least favorite is hard. I really don't know. I feel like
Is it the intro track?
it might be the intro track just because it's not really like a song. It's more
Yeah,
just like a concept. Yeah.
that's a cop out answer. No, I'm just
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like the other ones I
kidding.
really I have a hard time saying. I'll say that before being touched by the audio engineer, probably Carcass is my least favorite. But after being fixed, as I call it, I like it a lot, so it's hard to say.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
We'll accept those answers today.
Thank you. Thank you. They're the only answers I have to give.
Good. Well, now I gotta ask about influences. Who really influenced this record? Uh, or EP? It's all the same thing.
I
Um,
feel it.
what bands and artists really influenced you when writing this music?
I would definitely say the biggest one is Pierce the Veil.
Okay.
They were my biggest inspiration for my post-hardcore band in high school too.
Okay.
Um, I just really like how they have a lot of Latin chord progressions in post-hardcore music. I feel like it gives it something very unique. Um, so I have a lot of that in a lot of the songs, and um, kind of like Latin percussion, and obviously in the one song guitar.
Yeah.
Um, and I would really say their first album would be the probably where the biggest influences from, and then after that, I'd say Vanna's early stuff.
Dana's a cool lady.
Um,
Still trying to get her on the podcast.
oh really? I didn't know this. I'm talking about Vanna the band. They kind of disbanded for a long time, but they're
Oh
actually back
yeah, I
together
forgot.
now.
Yeah, I've been
They
trying to
were, they never,
podcast too.
yeah, they're,
My bad.
no, you're good, you're good. There's so many overlapping names.
There
I,
is. I know
I'm
three
really,
different Vannas,
yeah, I
and they're
definitely
all
feel like I've
good.
heard it before. Yeah, I, am really, 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 really bad at names of things. So whenever like my fiance or I are in the car or something, and he's like, put something on. I'm like, well, I have to connect my phone because I don't know the name of anything. And if I have to go by name, the only thing you're getting is Pierce the Veil because that's just the one thing I know the names to a lot of.
My wife goes, "Let's play a game." Like we'll be driving, I'll be driving, or she'll be driving. No, it's usually me driving. Um,
Yeah.
I'll be driving, and she's like, "What band is this?" And she'll play a song. I'm like, "You know, I'm terrible with names."
No,
I,
same.
she'll be like, "This one's easy. You know this one." I'm like, "No," and she'll be like, "It's I don't know. I'll throw out a random name, Law Dispute," and I'm like, while yeah, I do know who it is, and it totally makes sense now. I would have never guessed Law Dispute.
Right. No, I feel that. I feel like whenever it comes to like playing like guess what this is, like I can definitely hear and identify like what other music I've heard is by X band or person, but a lot of times I'll struggle with the name unless it's one I like really. Yeah, but Vanna's early stuff from the early 2000s. Um, their newer stuff is a lot more like modern metalcore, so it's a
Yeah,
little bit less of what my inspiration comes from. Um, Probably maybe a little bit also. I say maybe a little bit also. The day we got in a car wreck, I was playing a whole bunch of like I scrolled all the way to the very beginning of my like songs on Spotify because I've had it for like since it was a thing, since it like
Yeah.
came out basically, even though I know Spotify sucks, but
I had groove
um
music back in the day.
you had what?
Groove music. It was
Oh,
Microsoft
really?
thing. And then they
Oh, okay, okay,
took
okay.
it down and then I've been Spotify pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on Spotify since the early 2010s and yeah, they suck. I mean, it is what it is.
It's a
I'm
bad
not
company. Yeah.
I can sit here and talk shit on them, but I'm still using them at the end of the day, so who cares?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Um, so I scrolled all the way back and I was listening to everything that was at like the very beginning of my like songs on there. And I was just like, I told my fiance I was doing research because I was listening really intently to the lead guitar lines because I was like trying to figure out how to write lead guitar lines because I convinced myself it couldn't be written like piano lines, like it needed to be some how I don't know how you could possibly write it differently considering all the same notes are all the same notes.
Exactly. I,
But I can, yeah, yeah, I convinced myself that if it looked like something that I could play on piano, it could not be a lead guitar line for a little short period there for like a week or two. And I think that was just because I didn't like how I was writing them.
yeah.
And so I was like listening to all this music. I was literally doing this like to the speaker, like
Yeah.
listening to the lead guitar lines in the car right before the car wreck. And
There we go.
yeah,
I had to plug in my computer.
oh, you're good. No, I feel it. My phone. We're actually good right now. I was charging it all day. I was like, I'm not gonna have it that far. Um, but uh, my battery on this sucks. But anyway,
Under
um,
that's that's an iPhone battery for you.
yeah, it's horrible. The other band I would say then that I took some inspiration from was Kyoto's and like listening to the way that they have their guitar. I kind of figured out that most of that kind of like realm of post-hardcore has the same kind of formula for guitar of like the rhythm guitar and then the lead guitar playing like a little bit of like a twinkly or repetitive line. Not
Yeah.
quite twinkly, but like up high, like
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So
They're playing at Louder Than Life, which I will be at,
oh
but I will
yeah.
be at Deftones.
Real, 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 real. I feel it. I I have been seeing people talking about it on TikTok that apparently the remastering was not something that all the other band members knew about, but
That's what I heard too.
I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I heard, and I don't actually know anything. So I've never really been someone that gets big into like following bands. I usually just like listen
Yeah.
to the music and then I'm like, that's cool. I like I guess I'm a passive listener.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Only reason I do it is because this is what I do.
Oh no, 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 I feel it. I'm also kind of joking because obviously I have well when I was a teenager I did get really, really into bands and stuff like that, but now I just kind of
Hey, you just
I
listen to
like what I
music.
like and I yeah.
We don't have to pay attention to everything the bands do.
Yeah. I try to support my fellow like small musician artists
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but as far as like bigger acts, I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless they're my friends.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Like what is it? Veil of Maya. Or not Veil of Maya. Born of Osiris. I don't know why I said
Okay.
Veil of Maya. I
Go
guess
ahead. It's okay.
they're due to be on the podcast next, I
Oh,
guess.
nice. Oh, yeah.
I'll have to
That'll be
mention
cool.
it now because I spoke their name into existence. There you go.
Yeah, you summon them.
Exactly. And I'll get Pierce the Veil on here too.
Oh, yeah.
If I
Gonna
do,
happen.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on here too. Thank you. I'll be your co-host that you were talking about in the beginning.
There we go. But yeah, now we have to ask your guilty pleasures of music. So don't think of it as like music you're embarrassed to listen to. Although if you are embarrassed to listen to some piece of music, the tea would be nice. Um, but like music people wouldn't expect you to listen to.
Um, That's a good question. I've actually listened to a very wide range of music. Um, One that I feel like I actually don't listen to her anymore because of some essay accusations.
Yeah.
But one that I do feel like I enjoyed that people would not have guessed is I used to like Melanie Martinez a lot, but
Okay.
I don't listen to her anymore because of all the stuff. I just,
I did hear about that. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't, um, let me think. I'm so bad with names, but I went through, okay, I went through a phase of listening to kind of like folk music, like
Okay.
camp and stuff like that. And I feel like it's so hard because I am like not, I just have like, I will oftentimes you can like go through my like songs on Spotify and see like what music phase I was in just because it'll be a ton of songs in one genre but by a bunch of
Yeah.
random artists. I definitely went through like a long sad SoundCloud like Lil Bo Weep and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Um, yeah,
Sad boy rapping.
yeah, yeah.
Understandable. Hey, I get to see Suicide Boys, so they're sad boy rapping.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, I definitely went through a Suicide Boys thing.
They're playing louder than life, the rock and metal festival.
Okay,
Because that makes
everyone's gonna see it. It makes sense. It makes sense.
as well as Tech Nine, Insane Clown Posse. Well, that one probably makes the most sense.
That one does make the most sense. Yeah.
And Cypress Hill, which probably makes a decent amount of sense too.
If it, this is just kind of fun. I do feel like there is overlap in these genres and like the way the songs are written, just with like electronic
Yeah.
instruments. But I had on one of my songs, I had someone like tag Ghostmane in it, and I was like, what?
Hey, you know what? I respect Ghost Man
No,
and
I do, but as far as like tagging him to kind of be like collab with my music, I'm like, there's no overlap
hey,
there.
wait, no, he collaborated with Under Oath.
Okay, that's fair.
There
That's
you
fair.
go.
I guess it's less that there's no overlap and more just out of all the people you could tag, sorry, out of all the people you could tag, the first person like you have everybody at your fingertips, and the first person you thought it was Ghost Me.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
see why you would. Yeah.
it's like so random. I'm not upset by it at all. I
Yeah.
just it was so random.
Hey, I like a good Ghost Man song or two.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I like
Oh yeah,
most.
I'm definitely not talk. I just yeah, it was just funny to me.
It is definitely a strange one for sure.
Yeah. Along with that, I feel like maybe it was just like the way I was hitting the algorithm for a little while, because along with that, I was getting a lot of people still making SoundCloud rap type music
Yeah.
asking to collab. And that's just not really like the direction I'm trying to go in at right now at all, because I've
Yeah.
been there, done that.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was funny because it was so random because it was like a ton of SoundCloud rap, and I was like, I can't, I'm not doing this right now.
Hey, Ghost Man.
Yeah, Ghostface,
Well,
hit me up.
let's hear the collab.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I have to ask. Well, no, you told me this already. We already talked about what gear you're using to record. I don't need
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I probably went overly in detail and asked my
No,
recording process.
I love the detail.
Thank you, thank you.
I, I have
I'm
a
great at word
specific
vomiting.
section for gear talk, great talk,
Okay,
but we already did that, so
we
skip
did, we
it.
did.
Dumb question. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Of course, I have to ask, even though I already know the answer, and I'm sure people who follow you know the answer too. When's the EP coming out?
September 7th, this coming Sunday.
That's right. I'm excited
Yes.
to hear it. Well, wait, I already did hear it. I'm excited to have it on my Spotify.
Yeah. I'm gonna literally at the second it hits midnight and like it comes out at midnight in everyone's respective time zones. I'm gonna go straight there. I'm going to the end of track one. I'm seeing if there's a gap. And if there's a gap, everyone's gonna hear all my
I'm gonna go
stories.
look for the gap.
Thank you. If the gap is there, I'm gonna be very sad because the gap was not there. when it was sent to the distributor. So
Understandable.
fingers crossed.
Is it DistroKid?
No, it's not. I use a Muse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Respect to them. It's not DistroKid.
Yeah, I had a bunch of people tell me to use DistroKid, but I really, 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 really hate that you have to pay like 49 or 39 or something dollars a song in order for it to not be taken down if you
Yeah.
cancel your membership. Like that's crazy to me. And the reason that Muse really appealed to me was because when I signed up, they have like lifetime. Like if you stop, they keep your music up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they still do that.
Yeah. They removed it for the free tier, but I'm not on the free tier. So
Yeah.
for mine and above, I think there's only two paid ones.
Yeah.
I'm on whatever the cheapest one is. Um, they keep it up for life. And I will say that I am at least able to get into contact with someone there. They were not necessarily helpful with the Gap thing, but I don't know if there's actually anything they can do about that. The only reason I was reaching out is because I was like researching it and I saw some people on Reddit say that they reached out to their distributor to make sure and their distributor like made sure whatever that meant. So I reached out just to cover all my bases.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, we will see.
We'll see. We'll see. I really wish that once your music got distributed to Spotify that you could view it early as an artist. Like I feel like that would be
That would be
an
nice.
excellent. Yeah.
But Spotify would charge you $75 to.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Okay, so now we got some fun rapid fire questions because
Okay.
we're reaching the end and we gotta have some fun rapid fire questions.
Let's
So,
do it.
first album you ever bought?
It was I do not remember the name, but it was definitely a super chick one because I was only allowed to listen to
Yeah.
Christian music.
Okay, first concert you ever attended?
Also a Christian. Oh, it was just this festival that the like Christian radio station put on because that's something they do. A lot of Christian radio stations in cities.
Yeah.
And it was like super chick skillet, like those.
Hey, mad respect to Skillet for still doing what they're doing.
That's true. That's true. I did like skillet then too. I definitely had their CD too. So
Favorite song to
that's a hard
wait,
one.
let's skip that song. Oh, skip that question. That's a dumb question. Okay. Favorite band right now?
Probably Pearson.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Vinyl or digital?
Um, I have vinyl, but I feel that I listen to digital a lot more because it's more convenient. I can listen to it in the car.
Yeah.
But I have a vinyl collection, so
Night
both.
or good choice. Night riding or day riding? Like
Uh,
18.
Wait, doing what? I'm sorry.
No, you riding in the day,
Oh, writing.
riding at night.
Because I just said the car, I was hearing you writing. Night
See,
writing
I
100%.
realized I said that and I was like, maybe that doesn't sound like I'm saying writing and it sounds like I'm saying riding.
No, I now that I know what you were saying, I 100% hear it. It was because I had like the car in my mind. Oh, yeah,
Understandable.
definitely night writing because I'm nocturnal, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll be writing tracks at 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, same.
Okay, coffee or tea?
I used to be an avid coffee drinker. My body does not like coffee, so I drink matcha every day now. Very
Okay,
high caffeine matcha.
respect. Heavy breakdown or melodic chorus?
But both, I like songs that have both in them. It's
I
hard for me to choose one or the other. I
okay.
guess I'll say heavy breakdown because I feel like that doesn't exclude the song having a melodic chorus, whereas a melodic chorus can exclude a heavy breakdown.
This is true. It's like a all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares type of deal.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. A heavy breakdown.
I think that's the fifth time I've said that in the past 2 weeks. That's crazy.
You just gotta get a little note card that says it.
Yeah, exactly. Dream collaboration.
Oh, that's a good question.
Besides me, of course. No, I'm just
As, of course, besides you. I'm gonna say besides Percival too, because that's too obvious of an answer. I will
kidding.
say,
Is it Ghost Main? No, I'm just kidding.
you know what? Right now I'll go with one of my mutuals who's killing it in the metalcore space. Meg. Oh my God, I'm horrible. I think it's Meg Jacobs, but now I can't remember. I know her first name is Meg. Her name, like on all her socials, is just her first name, and I'm pretty sure it's Jacobs.
Hold on, I got this. This is what the internet is
This
for.
is what the internet is for.
I got you. Let's go to Instagram and go to this and then go to it. And then we don't want to load. That's fine.
Of course, of
Okay.
course.
That's because I'm not connected to the internet. Okay. Meg Jacobs.
Okay, I was right. Yeah, with two G's.
Yes. Two G's underscore Jacobs. It says NC plus ME. I don't know what NC plus ME means, unless NC means North Carolina. In that case,
It might, I'm not sure,
in case
to be
that's a
honest.
bad decision because I don't like it here, pick a different state.
Make a difference. I got Georgia right now, so
That's an awful state too. No, I'm just kidding.
we can talk shit on the South because we're from here. But whenever my fiance does, I get mad because he's from California. Like you don't know anything.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so weirdest place you've ever written a song.
Well, I wrote The Contortionist in a hotel, but I don't know that that's that weird. Um, you know what? I was working on some of my songs on the plane, so we'll go with
Okay,
plane.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
Um, most random thing you've bought off Amazon.
that's a good one too.
I can think of at least 20 different things in this room.
I know I have. No, I got this. Let me see. I'll go with these little things for organizing. Yeah,
Those are cool.
yeah, I like these. I don't know if they're that weird, but I like them. So,
I'll accept the answer.
oh, I did get this pink pop filter off there. It's not
Oh,
weird, but people always ask about it. So
nope, nope, it's weird. Your audio engineer said it was weird. There you go.
he said he was glad. He commented. He said, "Oh, the first video I posted that had it in it." He said,
About time.
pop. He said pop filter goes hard. Oh, see now my whole my phone's on low battery. I got my charger right here. I was equipped for this moment. Um,
I
and
know
I
my
was like,
kid said, "Hey, it's low. It's gonna die." And I'm like, "Oh crap, where's my cord?"
no, literally, that's my MacBook, my phone. All they do is die.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, they're like cats. I have 9 lives or something.
Of course, we have a few more uh questions for you on the rapid fire. I was
Okay,
like, what is this called? Rapid fire. I was gonna say quick succession, which I guess is right.
close enough. Yeah,
Okay. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
it doesn't bother me, but it's not something I particularly
Okay.
search for, fiend
Cats or
for.
dogs?
That's a hard one for me. Historically, I've been a cat person, but now I have to say little small dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, who would play you in a movie?
Hmm.
A lot of these rapid fire questions tend to make people think more than it.
Think, yeah. Um,
They are rapidly fired It's just
they are, but then the
answers
question
are
has to
not.
load. I don't know. That's a really hard one. Me, I'm just kidding.
There you go. I'll accept that as an answer. And of course, our last rapid fire question. One word to describe your upcoming EP.
Introspective, maybe?
Okay. I like that. That's a good word.
Thank you.
It's a not very often used word, actually. Mm.
Right.
Well, of course, that brings us down to our last few questions.
Okay.
And this is the one I stole from the Downbeat podcast. It's called the Dream Festival. So I'm gonna help you curate it. I'll walk you through the steps. We're gonna make
Okay.
a festival. There's only a few
Okay.
rules. First
Okay.
rule is you're playing it. So that's the first rule. Second
Okay.
one is if the artist is dead or they're broken up, you have to explain how they got back together or how they came
Okay.
back to life. It has to be
All
in.
right.
And then the third one is yeah, I don't remember what the third rule was, so sticking with the first two.
Sounds good.
So to start it off, we have to ask where it's gonna be. Aw.
Say hello. I don't
Hi.
know what's in her beard, but something interesting.
This sounds
Um, um, where will it be? That's a very good question.
can be
I'm just gonna go with Atlanta for my fellow Atlantans. We get a festival. We get
there
one.
you go. Okay. So next up is the accommodations. So where we staying at a five-star hotel? We glamping it out? Are we slumming it with the hobos on the street? What are we doing?
Oh,
Nobody ever
maybe
picks that last one, by the way. Within reason, I guess.
maybe one of the. I feel like just like a normal hotel would be fine.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be 5 star, but decent.
Okay. Okay. Respect. And of course, the most important question besides who's playing is the food, the catering, if you will.
I'm gonna pull a. I think it's Morrissey. Everything has to be vegan.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But definitely there will be a lot of vegan options. I'm vegan, so
Yeah.
but I won't force everyone to eat vegan food. But I would probably just have some of the. I have a small business, so I've done like markets, and I've done markets with. I've done specifically. This is so niche. This is very like Atlanta type of niche Latino vegan ones.
Okay. That is
So
very
I would.
Atlanta niche.
So I would probably have all of them come because they most of them can do pretty large scale. Though they're well, I call them caterers. They're really like food trucks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I would have them come. There's like caloritas. I think tacos. No, I know they serve tacos. I think it's in their name. Um, like ones that have like barbecue sandwiches
Yeah.
and then like loaded fries, stuff like that.
I
Um,
love a good French fry. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. And then the rest people can just have whatever the place serves. That's the song. No, I'm just kidding. I'd have
There
to
you
think
go.
about that.
And of course, we have to do the most important question. Well, second most important. The food's the most important, let's be honest.
That's true. That's true.
Um, who's playing? Give me a couple headliners, give me a couple like mid-range bands, give me a couple smaller bands, give us a good mix. You don't
All
have to
right,
put every single person on it unless you really want to. But
let's go for headliners. Me, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll be the small little. Oh, okay. Obviously, Pierce Whale. I'm sorry.
Of
People
course.
at the end of this are gonna be like, "What the?" All they talked about was Pierce the Veil. We'll
I'm
say
tagging them.
Kyoto's.
Okay,
And then let's say for mid-range, Vanna,
yeah.
and I'm so bad at names.
You
Well, I'll
got
say Vanna for mid-range. And then for some other smaller ones, I'll say some of my mutuals, Redacted.
okay.
That's the name. Tested, and I'll have my audio engineer come on because he makes music too. So
There you go.
yeah,
See, perfect. I like the
Pendulous.
lineup.
That's his music name.
Yeah. And then when are you playing?
And you know what? And I'll have Meg Jacobs too.
Okay, cool.
I will play
What? Give
um
me a good like time of day. You can give me a specific time. You can give me like a general time of day.
sometime in the evening for sure.
Okay.
Maybe 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
Also the most popular choice of them all.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's less because there's gonna be the most people there that time, but because it's a more ideal time. I would do later too. I don't really care. Yeah.
People are like, because I want to go to bed. And I'm like, oh my
For
gosh.
for me, it's because I can't wake up any early.
That's understandable.
That is like I would say like getting somewhere and being ready to play at like 2 p.m. would be like my like 70.
That's not a dream festival. That's a nightmare festival.
Yeah, exactly.
You just be like, oh, hello everyone.
I'll just like
What?
shotgun the biggest Red Bull. I need to get sponsored by Red Bull so I can
Yes, there you go.
shotgun a couple of them and then I don't know, have a heart attack on stage. But I actually do have a really high resting
Caffeine.
heart rate.
Oh, a
I
high
had to
rate.
I had to go to a cardiologist because they were like the doctor was like, this is so high. But there's nothing wrong with my heart. It's just as the cardiologist called it a hummingbird heart.
There you go. I like it.
You needed to know that. You're
I,
welcome.
I was a that could have been our fun fact.
That's fair. I feel like the cracking is more fun just because I can do all of my finger bones and here, my
I mean,
elbows,
that
my
is a pretty
shoulders,
interesting fact as
my
well.
hips, my knees, my ankles, my toes. Oh, if I do up here, I can do the very top of my neck.
There you go.
Sorry, I know you don't like that.
No, honestly, it's cool that you
Thank
can
you.
do all that. I
Yeah,
cannot
I
can barely
progressively
do
add.
this.
I feel it. I feel it. I add on like a new crack every couple of years. I don't know. I find out accidentally, and then I'm like, there we go.
Is I don't think that's normal. I think that's dangerous. You should get that checked out. You're like,
Well,
that's a
I
new
do.
crack I didn't find out before. That Wait, hold up.
Like this is my new normal.
Understandable. Little side tangent. You know that energy drink Nas?
Yeah,
It's awful when you chug it.
yeah,
See,
yeah. I can see that.
I had to in high school. I took a it was an AP test. I don't remember which one it was. It may have been
Mhm.
AP US History. It may have been AP Environmental Science. Don't remember. Still won't remember to this day. Um, but I had a Nas, and they told me I couldn't take it in to the
You
test.
chugged it.
So I chugged it, and I may not have chucked it as well.
Real, real. Stuff like that's hard to chug. It's like, mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
it didn't sit right with me.
yeah, yeah.
But I was awake.
I'm sure. Yeah,
So
caffeine straight into your bloodstream.
yeah, I think my buddy Liam was there for that. I was like, he's like, you good? I'm like, do this test. And then I don't think I passed the test. I don't know.
Real.
But that's not important. AP was dumb.
No, that's real. That's real. It was just like a abnormal amount of work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, now we have to do the last two questions. The pl-
Okay.
well, I call them questions all the time. They're not. This one's not a question. Plugs and shout outs. Give me all your plugs. Where can they find you? Where can they find all the stuff? And the shout outs. Shout out the
Okay. I am these severed hands everywhere at these
hands
severed
still look
hands.
attached to me.
But the hands are still attached. But if anyone is going to ask, yes, it is indeed a Pierce the Real reference. It's a lyric from the Cheap Bouquet. Um, yeah, I'm these severed hands on everything. You can go to whatever link trees at slash these severed hands, and you can find everything. I don't know what link tree's little. It's like linktr.ee forward slash.
It's something
Whatever. If
weird.
you Google Linktree, it'll pop up, and then you can just put forward slash these severed hands.
Or
Um,
you can click on it on your Instagram too.
yes, yeah, yeah. You can find it
It'll
on
be
my.
easy
The
thing.
link to it is in my Instagram, my YouTube, and my TikTok.
There you go.
Um, and
It's easier that way. Click that
yeah,
there.
yeah. Trying to figure out the little link tree thing. If you just Google these severed hands, I think I'm pretty sure I'm the first thing that pops up.
Hold on. I got it.
Um, and then for shout outs, I will shout out um my wonderful fiance for supporting and helping me. My audio engineer, Lights Out Studio from San Antonio, Texas. He makes music under the name Sedulous, and my dogs for being very adorable. Um, yeah,
I like it. Good plugs and shout outs.
thank you.
And of course, our final question. What song of yours do you want to have as the outro track? I will let you know. And this is a secret. Don't tell anybody. But this comes out after your EP, so any of those songs are fair game for you.
Okay.
What do you put
Um,
as the outro track for the EP
let's
already out?
let's go with the contortionist.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on, Austin.
Of course.